Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. We will talk about a solo run I'm doing here with a particular build that enables me to actually one-shot the Majoris enemies, as in putting them into executable state with a single ground pound. And yeah, as you can see from the build, you need to do an execution prior to that to activate the damage bonus of the ground pounds. So as soon as you do right here, you activate the bonus, and a single ground pound always puts the Majoris into executable state unless they are guarding themselves or are enraged. In those cases, you need just a pair of pistol shots or even one hammer's wing to do another execution. So this build is very effective on the Tyranid faction only, and not on the Chaos faction. As for the hammer, I'm using of course the fencing one, and the pistol is the ammo capacity increased model, of course, the heavy bolt pistol. So yeah, this mission is actually very messy because of the heavy presence of ranged Majoris enemies, the snipers and the, I don't know how to call them, the machine gunners, I guess. So yeah, in this very first part, always just try to clean every possible enemy to avoid reinforcements and save your ammo, because there is a chance that more zoantropes are going to spawn later on. So try to keep your ammo at the very maximum possible. Yeah, as you can see, ranged enemies. Try to dodge as much as possible those ranged spores, because they deal a lot of damage and reduce your armor. And yeah, in this zone, Extremis enemies can spawn, so beware of that and save your ammo. I don't know what happened on this ground pound. Yeah, as you can see, the snipers are very annoying. Okay, so here again, just activate your bonus, and the next ground pound will be an execution immediately. Always aim to the ranged ones, because those are the most dangerous enemies, Majoris ones. Yeah, some has the parry here. Try to kill the ranged Minoris by just closing the distance very fast. Abuse the executions to actually gain ground while being invincible, so that is very important. And that execution missed, I don't know why. Always keep an eye on the sniper tracer before it starts to fire. Yeah, execution, and then you have the ground pound to actually one-shot the Majoris. Try to always stay away from crossfire from the enemies, so try to find cover when fighting those melee range Majoris enemies. Yes, as you can see, always cancel your ground pound if you see sniper tracers. So as you can see, this build is very effective at killing the long-range Majoris that are hiding and trying to snipe you from very far away, as long as you activate the execution bonus of the ground pound. So yeah, let's keep going here. Oh, not yet, sorry. Yeah, this is the first zoanthrope, so luckily I have saved enough ammo to kill it. We are lucky that it is only one zone and not the double variant, because the double variant will just swap the shields between each other, and it will take a lot more time. Here it looks like it's one zone and one Ravager, so... And yeah. At this point, a Terminus enemy can spawn right here on the left side where I'm trying to look at, but it is not the time yet, so we keep going forward. Here I was expecting at least one Minoris to actually execute and activate the ground pound bonus, but yeah. Always aim at the spores first, they will self-destruct and deal a ton of damage, so that is your very first objective. Yeah, I was trying to get the execution on that Majoris enemy, but yeah. So as you can see, if you do not activate the bonus, you will not put the Majoris into executable state with 1 ground pound. So I try to charge it up a lot. Always assess your situation around you. And now I have the bonus, so... And the Carnifex came in, so I have to be fast to actually kill those guys. Yeah, the ranged Majoris are more worrying and dangerous than the melee Majoris, but yeah. Now, ground pound execution, and one last enemy. Yeah, I was afraid to get some damage from the Carnifex, so I just came down, launch a grenade, and try to kill the last Majoris enemy. Yeah. I think there is at least one more Majoris here trying to fire to me. I was not seeing that. Always take a look at the Carnifex. So just I take the safe route here around to kill this enemy, and now I am ready to face off the Carnifex. When he does the running animation, just try to dodge in his direction to activate an easy gun strike. So now it is just a pairing festival, nothing much to say, and yeah, just go behind him if he does the machine gun spore. Yeah, the only thing about this fight is that it gets very boring very fast, and I try to be more reckless, and as you can see, I get some damage from him because I try to kill it very fast. But yeah, it's all about the parries. I actually didn't know how I did not die on that. Yeah. Again, pairing. Beware of the machine gun and keep pairing as much as possible. Machine gun. And then you have a ground pound. When he does the machine gun, you can ground pound him. Or the earthquake, I don't know. Again, I did not die. I was expecting to die here, but yeah, not yet. Okay, Carnifex down. All in all, I think the Carnifex is a bit more fun than the Neurotrope, which is very, very boring, and you just have to wait for the Neurotrope to do the triple AoE attack to actually come in range with your hammer, so I don't like it. The Carnifex looks better in my opinion. So yeah, grab your ammo, grab your steam, go ahead. There's a bunch of Majoris, but luckily for us they're all melee, so we can manage all of those without many problems. when you fight a bunch of Majoris enemies or melee enemies in general, it is always a good practice to actually circle around them and always have all of them on your line of sight to actually be ready and react as fast as possible. And now we have a double zoanthrope plus a Ravener, I think. But this is not the right place to fight because it is a very narrow corridor, so I am trying to go on the next zone to fight the zoanthropes. I'm trying to kill the zoanthrope. Sorry, the Ravener. Yeah, it is a good idea after a parry to do a triple pistol shot on the head and then the gun strike to maximize your damage. Yeah, I'm actually searching for the grenades. Hopefully there are the crack grenades here, but I think I did not find those. And another thing you can do is just wait for the Zoans to come under the gate and place a melt-a-bomb there to give them a glorious death. So yeah, now it's just a matter of pounding those with the pistol without dying. Yeah, these Extremis guys are very, very annoying. They are also healing themselves as well, so yeah. And of course my bots are just attacking the shielded one because they are stupid. Once you kill one of the two, you break their formation, and then the second one goes down very easily, as you can see. Yeah, nice to see the heavy bot just doing nothing there, and then starting to fire when you are executing the Zoan, but yeah, it is what it is. We still have the execution bonus, so yeah, 1 ground pound and execution immediately on the Majoris enemies. Always try to maximize your armor, and before searching the bodies, try to kill the Majoris enemies to avoid reinforcement calls. Yeah, this has been enraged, so I'm waiting for an attack. Okay, nice. I think now we can search the bodies. Yeah. Getting the grenades again. Let's see if we are lucky with this body, but usually you have to search more. Yeah. Also here, beware on little difficulty that when you find the actual codes, probably Extremis enemies are gonna spawn. Yeah, immediately. Raveners and Lictor. Try to always have those two in your line of sight. Don't let them circle around you. Yeah, execution bonus actually gave me a strong ground pound on the Ravener, and yeah, easy kill. Another horde of enemies is coming, but it is wise right now to just go ahead and do not fight again. It is easy to make the situation getting worse very easily by snowballing the reinforcements, so if it is not needed to fight, just go ahead. Waiting for the other. Okay, teleported. Okay, so I am now prepared to actually a horde of enemies just right now. Yes. I'm trying to force the execution here, but yeah, I saw a crowd, so I have the other perk that gives you back the jetpack charge if you kill a lot of enemies, and yeah, that was what I was doing here. Always have them on one side. Do not let them circle you. Abuse the invincible frames of your execution to actually keep a glance around you and see. I see there are a lot of ranged a lot of ranged Majoris enemies, so beware of that. Unfortunately, I do not have the ground pound ready, so I just have to... I am trying to, yeah, to stay alive, basically. There are a lot of machine gunners here. Okay, I have one ground pound ready, so I will select, yeah, the Majoris to execute. Of course, it is a ranged one, but I see in front of me there are a lot of ranged Majoris. Another wise choice in this situation is to actually fight in cover and let them come to you. Abuse the pistol shots in the head, and yeah, as you can see, I am trying to reach the cover here, and I will fight here all of the enemies that are coming in. As you can see, if they cannot hit you, they will slowly come to you, and the assault is ready to pound them as soon as they come in range. Yeah. Ground pound again. And cover again. Always try to save your ammo. You never know if more zoanthropes are going to spawn in, or even worse, the neurotrope. So try to keep your ammo count high as possible by not wasting ammo, but yeah. I can understand that sometimes it is very difficult to actually do not shot, so. And again, ground pound execution with the bonus perk. So yeah, we're slowly eradicating the crowd. Yeah, be ready to cancel your attacks if you see the sniper tracer. Do not risk to die just because you are reckless. Yeah, here I did not ground pound because I was afraid of the sniper hitting me in the air, so I used the jetpack just to gain ground and be in focus of melee attacks.
That pitiful Xenos was but no horrid blight.
Let's go ahead.
Jump pack refueled.
There's a chance here that as soon as you reach this point, more Extremis enemies will spawn, so be ready for that. Yeah, this isn't the case though, so good for us. Okay, so we're ready for the next phase. Just a quick reload of the ammo and let's go. And oddly enough, a Ravener just spawned inside this small room, so it is wise to fight the Ravener before reaching the other enemies. So yeah, very strange actually, but yeah. Actually here the gun strike window was very short. I was not expecting that to be very short. And the Ravener missed the attack as well, so 3 headshots plus the gun strike deals a ton of damage because parried enemies have natural debuff that it is not on the actual builds, but it is in the game mechanics. So if you parry an enemy, there is a window where you deal a ton of damage, like double the damage. So it is wise to actually parry, give in some random shots at the head, and then the gun strike shot at the head. The window should be like 2 seconds if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, this was not an amplified ground pound, and so I could not execute it immediately, but still dealing decent damage. Always clear all of the enemies before calling in the bomb. Here I'm using a lot of pistol shot because there is the ammo crate nearby, so.
The Xenos infestation is stemmed. I am airborne ready. Swapping magazine.
Let's grab a steam.
My war
Ammo.
is satisfied. Fresh supplies for our
Yeah, crack grenades are not the best here, but we can work with them if zoanthropes are spawning in.
Rates of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine called Snake.
Probably the shock grenades would have been better for the defense of the generators, but yeah. We gotta work with what we have, no? So. Yeah, the aim assist is actually making it for me more difficult to hit the explosive barrels, so. Okay, generator number 3, so I'm trying to rush in there as fast as possible before the big crowd comes in, and I will try to kill as much enemies as possible before that. And another Extremis has spawned in.
jump pack refuel.
Yeah, another Ravener. I do know how did it miss, so another problem is coming. Reinforcement calls. Luckily for us, we have stopped the generator as fast as possible. The Ravener is stopping me from launching the crack grenade, so yeah. Yeah, generator 2, so I don't have much time. I was expecting the grenade to actually one-shot the Zoan, but whatever. So I killed one Zoan and then rush to the defense because you don't have much time to actually kill the 2 Zoans before the defense goes to critical levels. So yeah, just go in there. I was hopefully trying to ground pound, but I did not the skill active, so yeah, I have to resort to pummel strike. Reinforcements again. Yeah, and he called reinforcements again. This will slow us just a bit, not very much. I'm reaching the crane, but yeah, always take a look of your enemies. I'm using the again the ground pound amplified damage to kill some enemies. Yeah. Okay, no. Let's go to the crane now.
Who is fixing the crane?
Deployment resumed. Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion, adepts.
Reaching for the ammo. Yeah.
Assaulting generator 1.
And yeah, we have to defend the first generator.
Generator 1. Unauthorized personnel. Observe your duties.
I will use the jetpack to cover as much ground as possible and ground pound them.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the Omnissiah's divine precision. Blessed be. Now deploy the damn bomb.
Always try to stay at the center of the map here, because you never know which generator to defend, so I'm trying to reach the center. But I think after 3 defenses it should be... we should be good to go, I hope so, at least. Lictor, yeah. Two lictors.
I am airborne ready.
Yeah, I just leave them here and go away. There is no need to fight even more.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Promethium fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
We will fight eventually enemies that are coming in this room, but we are not fighting outside. There is no need to do that. Okay, so on to the next phase.
Avenging angel.
So a good practice for the assault class is to always have crack grenades or melta bombs, because your weak spot is gonna be Zoans and Neurotrops, so crack grenades are very useful for that. Also, the perk that refills your grenades if you do a lot of kills is very useful again. Try to always kill the spores first, those green balls, yeah. Then go for the others. Yeah, I was expecting a longer distance, but yeah, the ground pound fell a bit short, so let's go here. There is nothing to do. Let's not lose any more time. Just a quick glance to see if there is armory data, and then let's go. Trying to get nearer to the enemy, yeah. Yeah, easy kill. I also have the bonus, as you can see, 10 seconds of amplified damage, and I'm gonna use it right now. It is very, very strong. And again, the bonus for the second kill of the Majoris. Every execution grants you 10 seconds of amplified damage. Very powerful, in my opinion.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
We We will wreak such havoc upon the enemy, the Emperor will see it from the air.
2 Raveners, so it's now a race between the Vanguard and the Raveners. Random grenade from the heavy, but yeah, and the elevator just stopped the Raveners, so they are going back home, as you can see. Bye-bye. On to the next phase. Man, the assault is very fun to play, I have to admit. However, it falls a little bit short of ammo if the ranged enemies are coming in, like the Zoans. So yeah, you have to administrate your bullets as much as possible. So yeah, here I'm not using the ground pound, not yet at least. I need 1 execution. Yeah, I had to resort to do that for the reinforcement calls, but yeah, as you can see, I have put multiple Majoris into executable state, so I'm fine with that. Unblockable attack, so yeah, muscle memory came in for the parry. That's a bad habit, I have to admit, but yeah, it is what it is. And I already saw in front of me there is a bunch of Majoris, so I'm gonna use the 10 seconds amplified ground pound. Look at this. Yeah, 3 Majoris executable immediately. So with a single move you actually killed more than 50% of the ranged Majoris, so now you have to worry just for those 2. Quick look to see if there is arsenal data again, armory data. I am aware that there are reinforcements on my back, but I won't bother fighting them. I just execute this guy and go away.
Threshold secure. I await you here.
Trying to see if there are again armory data or any armor bonus, but looks like we're empty again, so only these 2 guys came in, so and on to the final phase here.
The Apothecarian provides. We stand ready to deliver the Emperor's vengeance.
Yeah, crack grenades again, so yeah, save those for the Zoans. Yeah, it is a good idea to take a look around and see if there are any more, like for example armor bonus or whatever thing that could be useful. And yeah, let's get ready for the final fight here.
Swarm is upon us. Target seen on Spire.
And the Zoan is coming. I was not seeing the red markers, so I just assumed myself that I was missing, so I ignored for the moment the Zoan. I will use the crack grenades to kill it. And here is one of the most intensive and fun fights you can do with the assault, especially if you have the perk that gives back the jetpack charge if you make a lot of kills, and as you can see I am using that. It is very fun. Again, amplified ground pound. Yeah, the assault pulverizes those type of enemies here. Unfortunately, I don't have the PC version. I would like to try the true solo mode, but yeah, I am PS5, so cannot do that. For the moment, I cannot do that. And now they are coming from the refinery, so from our backs, and that is the assault dream fight, because you have just unlimited amounts of ground pounds. Yeah, now powerful ground pounds here. I have to admit here I was lucky, because no actually ranged enemies are spawning, just melee enemies, and yeah, the assault are just built different in this type of situations. You can simply just eradicate anything on your side that tries to melee you. Going back to gain some ammo and
Gifts from the forge. Clear the perimeter. Hear the angels of death. Creatures. Jump pack refuel.
man, those executions are very fun to see.
Be ready for my mark.
And yeah, amplified ground pound again for an easy kill.
Avenging angel.
Beautiful fight here. Just a horde of enemies, and
Xenos hunger is insatiable, but the Imperium is dominant. Avenging angel. Expose. Swapping magazine.
You are clear to detonate. Kill those rotten bastards.
I am going to enjoy watching these Tyranids ride in the flames. That should give the hive-sized enemy.
Tyranid biocides down 90% and full.
if you like this type of videos, like and subscribe, and also take a look at my other speed run I did with the sniper class, abusing the cloak skill.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down.
Yeah, extraction complete.
Extraction complete.
Thank you for staying with me, and bye bye.